4 months ago, a federal judge spared Lori Nicholson, described as the most successful tax fraudster in Oregon's history, by sentencing her to 5 years of probation instead of prison because of her serious illness. On Tuesday, Nicholson was back before the judge, accused of violating a special condition of probation. And this time, U.S. District Judge Robert A. Jones had no sympathy. Nicholson, who suffers from an intestinal failure called short bowel syndrome that resulted from a botched surgery, was accused of failing to notify her probation officer of changes in her economic circumstances that could affect her ability to pay her court-ordered restitution of $429,269 for income tax fraud. Namely, she never told the court that she had received a check for $215,894.92, a settlement in a medical malpractice case she brought against her surgeon in Multnomah County Circuit Court. She helped her daughter open an account at U.S. Bank on September 1, using the settlement check. Her daughter then used cashier's checks to buy a new Jeep Wrangler and a new Jeep Grand Cherokee from a Gresham car dealership. Nicholson was seen driving the Grand Cherokee at the time of the purchase. Money also went to pay a year of Nicholson's rent. Today, about $100 is left in the account, a U.S. Bank investigator testified. Nicholson's defense lawyer argued that Nicholson meant no malice. Nicholson believed the court had been alerted about the settlement negotiations in her medical malpractice case, defense lawyer Tiffany Harris said. Harris presented text messages and emails that Nicholson sent her probation officer, inquiring how much she should be paying per month toward her restitution, but said Nicholson never got a meaningful response. Probation officer Michelle Nolly, called as a defense witness, said she hadn't yet set up a schedule for monthly restitution payments for Nicholson. That's because Nicholson hadn't yet completed a set of financial disclosure forms that would have established her assets, any involvement in a civil suit or a court judgment, Nolly said. Nicholson's lawyer also argued that the government wouldn't have been allowed to simply take the settlement money to help satisfy the restitution because Nicholson wasn't in custody at the time she received the settlement check. It's true she could have made better decisions, but there was nothing sinister about helping her daughter set up a bank account, Harris said. She argued that Nicholson didn't knowingly violate the special condition of her probation. I didn't understand a lot of what was going on, Nicholson told the judge. I didn't do that maliciously. The judge wasn't convinced. As a matter of fact, you did, Jones responded. You stole over $400,000 from the government that was rightfully theirs. Yet you totally turned your back on any sense of doing what was right. Jones said he kept Nicholson out of prison in August because he believed then that her severe medical condition couldn't be accommodated in prison. But he noted that she appears to have survived behind bars just fine in a regular dormitory at Multnomah County's Inverness Jail since her October 31 arrest on the probation violation.